But we're shifting focus now to the Indigo crisis. Once again, taking a look at the Indigo crisis that is still ongoing, we are now learning that 400 flights have been cancelled across the country today, where that is the 10th of December. Indigo says that it plans to fly 1900 flights on the 10th. So, those are the details that we're tracking early this morning. Now, Indigo had come out yesterday and said that their operations are going on as normal, but as we just learnt, 400 flights nationwide have been cancelled today as well. Meanwhile, 1900 Indigo flights are expected to be flying. So, those are the big updates that are coming in this morning. Today, of course, is the 8th day of this crisis that continues to unfold. 400 flight cancellations nationwide today as well. This comes after the DGCA had, of course, announced that 10% of Indigo flights would be, their flights would be given to other airlines in order to ensure no difficulties for passengers. My colleague Brian Thomas is joining us live from the Delhi airport. Brian, of course, we continue to track this ongoing crisis with Indigo. We're learning that 400 flights throughout the country have been cancelled today as well. Take us through the details that you're tracking.
Well, we are at the very IGI Terminal 1 of the airport. Now, very importantly, and maybe it can be a relief to the passengers here who are traveling via Delhi, the situation here looks far better how we were seeing day before yesterday and yesterday. Let me show you the visuals of the fact we are at Terminal 1, and when you see these visuals of the board that is displaying the flight operations, you can see there are hardly any flight of Indigo that is showing cancelled or that is showing delays itself. Apart from SpiceJet, where it is showing delayed, there are hardly any flights from Indigo that is showing any delays or any or any cancellations. There are three others that are showing their final calls. So here clearly when we are at the IGI Terminal 1, the situation looks better here. Now let me just show you before we try to show you the other side of the airport. You see the queue at the ticket counter of Indigo is again normal. There are hardly, because when we were reporting from day one, since yesterday itself, it was complete crowded. It had so many people and it was extremely chaotic. But when you see the situation here, when we are inside the IGI Terminal 1 of the airport, the situation looks better. The people were also not facing such problem. The people who are sitting here, they're from other airlines itself. Now here also, this visual, if we look back few days back, you could have seen, we were showing you a report that it was filled with tons and thousands of luggage, but everything is again cleared and the luggages have been dispatched to the respective passengers itself. So clearly what we are showing you, the visuals from IGI Terminal 1 of the airport, that people are not facing such problems here. The situation is gradually getting better, and when you see the board also, you get an understanding the fact that yes, there are hardly any cancellations or there are hardly any delays by Indigo itself. There are 1, 2 that is from SpiceJet, that are two of these airlines of SpiceJet that are delayed itself, which is again a normal scenario. But if we talk about Indigo that we are tracking very closely, situation is better here. Yes.
Absolutely, Brian. Please stay on with us. We're tracking some more updates. Now, the Airline Pilots Association of India, that is the ALPA, has been invited to Parliament by the Parliamentary Standing Committee to present its concerns on flight duty time limitations, pilot fatigue and growing safety risks in the aviation sector. In an official statement, the organization said ALPA India has been officially invited by the Parliamentary Standing Committee on Transport, Tourism and Culture to present pilots' concerns on FDTL, non-compliance, duty time violations and operational stress. Brian Thomas, of course, still with us live from Delhi airport. Well, Brian, we're now seeing that this issue will be raised in Parliament as well, and pilots' concerns with regard to this unfolding chaos will now be presented before Parliament. Take us through the details that we're tracking with regards to that as well.
implemented rather. The Indigo airline pilots started they started behaving in a way that there were many delays and the roster became major problems itself. Clearly the Indigo couldn't even manage operations well, and as a result of that, for the past 7 days, for a week now, 8 day rather, there was major cancellations and major delays at the airport. There were people who were stranded, who had to go meet their loved ones, had to go attend meetings, but everything got, the entire plan, their entire itinerary got jam packed and got compromised because of the delays and because of the cancellations itself. Now yes, the central government had to intervene, the government had to intervene to ensure that people get their refund. The flight status becomes normal. 10% of fleet corporations had also been cut down, and now clearly the pilots body are planning to raise this very issue, this very pertinent issue at the parliament itself, clearly because of the norms of the rosters that has been built, what kind of relief that they should get that they are not getting. So clearly many such hectic schedules and many such operations where people are also, the pilots have been saying that they were experiencing fatigue also as a result of that. The flight departures were getting compromised itself, and as a result of that the people, the viewers, the audience, the flyers were facing the major wrath of it. And now yes, clearly the pilots body are set to brief and set to send their message, send their their problems to the parliament itself. Yes.
Absolutely, Brian. Please do stay on with us. We're looking at some more breaking updates coming in. Chhattisgarh Civil Society has sent a notice to Indigo demanding a fine of rupees 9,000 crores. According to the notice, Indigo must pay passengers 10 times the ticket price as compensation for the inconvenience caused. The compensation is to be paid within 5 days. A complaint regarding the entire matter has also been sent to the Prime Minister by the Chhattisgarh Civil Society. In Raipur, 64 flights have been cancelled in the last 4 days. 4 flights to Mumbai, Delhi and Hyderabad have been cancelled today as well. Brian Thomas continues to be with us. Well, Brian, of course, we're taking a look at the anger amongst people. Now, this civil society in Chhattisgarh has issued a notice for Indigo as well. Have you been able to speak to some people on the ground? As you've stated, operations seem to be normalizing somewhat. However, we have seen passengers say that they've still not received their refunds.
Well, Malvika, like I mentioned just a while back, that we tried to speak to the people, but again, there were people from other airlines that were waiting. And as far as Delhi is concerned, yes, the situation in Delhi remains better as of now. Like we showed you the visuals, we'll also focus on the visuals because when we attempted to talk to the people, they were not people from Indigo. And when you see these visuals of the fact that the situation looks better, there are no cancellations or no delays as per as what we are tracking from your IGI Terminal 1 of the airport. Clearly, yes, Chhattisgarh Civil Society has filed a 9,000 rupees fee, and people were facing problems, yes. But again, when we are on ground zero and trying to bring the real ground report from here itself, the situation looks normal as what we are showing. There are no cancellations or delays as far as Indigo is concerned, where we are from ground zero, and people were facing major issues with the luggages and all of that. But the luggage issue has also been resolved, and yes, clearly the government had to intervene, had to take a cognizance of the situation that was getting very adversely affected. But yes, when we are here now at 9:18 a.m., the situation looks better. Yes.
So much for joining us with those